Okay, again, I'm blind, and this is really a lot of fun, but if I have the lines in my hand, but I don't know where the horse is going to go. And each piece of this harness, I'm connected to the bridle and the bit, but every other piece of this harness is essential. There's nothing here that is extra. We need this, but even with this, I still don't know what to do because I need direction. I'm blind. So Steve is going to direct me on how to drive Dixie around the arena here. And I assure you, if he doesn't direct me, then it won't go well. But if he directs me, then I'll be able to do better.
So what's the metaphor for Steve?
Steve is in this situation. Steve is he's increasing my ability to be able to participate in this kind of activity because he's willing to work with me and steer me while I'm steering the horse. While I'm driving the horse, he's willing to work with me so that I can do it. And in a group, there are people that don't participate because they don't know how, and sometimes people aren't comfortable asking how, so we have to find out how to work with those people to get them more engaged so that their participation level can improve. And if Steve doesn't direct me, then I'd be better off being in the house or something because I can't do it without direction and without instruction.
So what if Steve was the management or the principal or the professor or the head organization, and he was giving you some inept instructions? Then
it's not going to, we're going to stop at the wall of this arena. The horse is not going to know what to do because I can't communicate to the horse what I don't understand. And that's what makes the instruction or the leadership so important, is that person who is actually causing the function to happen in a business or in a group setting.
What if Steve gives impeccable instruction, but you are negligent in your obligations on steering in the correct fashion?
We're still going to wind up dead in the water. I'm going to wind up against the wall with Dixie not knowing what I want, and so all the power that she has and all the willingness she has to work with me means nothing unless I'm willing to apply the things that I'm being given from my instructor or director.
Okay, here's a very important concept. Is Mr. Garrett here is going to get this thing started by a kiss. And literally a kiss is making a kissing sound. So Mr. Garrett, what do you think the metaphor might be for a kiss to get this started?
It means that I have to be gentle with this horse, and I have to let her know that I'm not trying to scare her into doing anything. I'm not trying to intimidate her. I'm trying in the most gentle way that I know to ask her to give me her power. Ask her to use her power the way that I need her to use it. And I think that's a huge concept in working with people. Sometimes people, they forget that people are motivated a whole lot better by respect and honor than they are by intimidation.
Okay, are you ready to kiss, Mr. Garrett?
I am.
Okay. Okay, we are heading north, and Dixie is going to start turning to the east. Nice swooping corner, pull on your right line. Okay, now you're gently going down the east wall, heading south. So you're going to have to start gently telling Dixie that your organization wants to go right. And Dixie is complying. She has made a very nice turn there because she had some excellent instruction. So Dixie is going north along the wall, and she is turning right because this is what you are telling her to do. Maybe going right represents a slight change in this organization, and not too abrupt of a change, but a gradual change. So Miss, okay, I'd like you to tell Miss Dixie to stop. Okay, so how come you didn't yell at Miss Dixie and tell her to stop and yell at her and say, whoa?
Because she wasn't exactly sure what I wanted, and I know that if I try to intimidate her into behavior, I may get her submission, but I won't have her cooperation.
Okay, if you'd like to tell Miss Dixie you want to go forward. Okay, she is heading down the east wall, heading north. She is hoping that you'll give her some instruction here on this corner, which you are, an impeccable, nice swooping corner. What do you think the metaphor between a nice round corner and then a rough corner might be, Mr. Garrett?
I believe that when I'm not able to help her to do a nice wide turn, she's doing a sharp turn, it's reactive. And when you're working with people, if they don't feel relaxed and...
Okay, pull on your right rein, because she made a figure 8 there, not too much. Okay.
People try to compensate and...
Another corner in front of you.
and they, instead of feeling like they're participating with confidence and respect, what they're doing is responding to a situation, and they're will probably overcompensate and then wonder why it doesn't work out well, why they don't feel good about the change that they made.
Okay, I'd like you to stop, Dixie. Okay, now you have never done this. What I'm going to ask you to do is have Dixie take a couple of steps back. Three more steps back. Okay, Mr. Garrett has never done this before with this horse in this situation. Mr. Garrett, what is going backward? What might that have represented?
It's trusting in your leadership. She can't see directly behind her, so when I ask her to come back, she's actually got to have enough confidence in me that she's willing to do that rather than just get scared and lock up and not do it. And I, again, have to ask her in such a way that it builds confidence in her instead of intimidating her. And, yeah, she's a big horse. She's a lot stronger than I am. She's, it's amazing, but the gentleness we're responsible to be gentle enough to where the horse can cooperate with us. And I think that's one of the greatest things that people can learn about working with one another.
Okay, and in conclusion, Mr. Garrett, you have riding, you call these things reins. Driving, these are now called lines. Give us a metaphor what the lines from your hands to this 2,000-pound organization might represent.
The little piece of line right there is allowing me to work with and cooperate with that ton of horse up there. A lot of times we don't understand the importance of the decisions that we make and the things we say and the way we go about working with people. And if you unhooked either one of these lines or both of these lines from that bridle, I would have absolutely no means of communicating with that ton of horse. So these lines represent my ability to manage the entire harness, the entire way that horse's power is harnessed. It all happens through these lines and through the way that I approach the horse. And so I think that these lines are, they represent our actual style of relating with others, because oftentimes we don't always remember this, but we get what we give in a relationship. The people respond to what we give, not what we say, and she's responding to what I give through these rains, and so this is kind of the metaphor for the entire process of this relationship.
Well, Mr. Garrett, we appreciate your time today, and as always, you're a very motivational and an inspirational man. So thank you very much, and we'll sign off for today.
All right.